Welcome back to HaloShift, where we peer into the future and dissect the tech that's shaping our tomorrow. If you're fascinated by what's next in the world of innovation, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss the shift. The way we shop has been largely the same for a century. We walk into a store, we browse, we interact with a human sales associate, and we try things on. The digital world has replicated this, but with a flat, two-dimensional screen. We look at a picture, we click a button, and we hope for the best. It's convenient, but it lacks the sensory and social experience of the real world. But what if your next shopping trip wasn't just to a website, but to a fully immersive, virtual store? What if you were greeted by a lifelike digital human assistant who knew your style better than you do? What if you could try on an outfit that only exists in the digital world and feel the fabric and the fit through a haptic feedback suit? Today, we're diving deep into the next monumental leap in digital commerce, synthetic reality. We'll explore the convergence of AI, virtual reality, and digital humans that is poised to create a new layer of commerce and social interaction. We'll break down the technology that makes this possible, from photorealistic VR to emotionally intelligent digital assistants. We'll also confront the profound and unsettling questions this raises about privacy, our relationship with reality, and the future of human labor. Get ready to shift your perspective on what a store can be. The e-commerce we know today is a triumph of logistics, not an evolution of experience. It took the physical world and flattened it onto a screen. While this has given us unprecedented convenience and choice, it stripped away the sensory and social elements that make shopping, well, shopping. There's no texture, no oral experience, no human interaction. You can't ask a website for an opinion. You can't feel the weight of a product in your hands. This is the problem that synthetic reality is designed to solve. It's a vision where the digital world becomes so realistic and immersive that it replicates, and in many ways surpasses, the physical world. This isn't just a new kind of online store, it's a new kind of reality. And it's being built on three key technological pillars. First, immersive hardware and software. This is the foundation. We've gone from clunky VR headsets to sleek, high-resolution devices that offer a truly seamless and photorealistic experience. Augmented reality glasses are becoming so sophisticated that they can overlay digital products onto the real world with perfect accuracy, allowing you to try on a new sofa in your living room before you buy it. The fidelity of these virtual worlds is approaching a level that is almost indistinguishable from reality. Second, digital humans. This is the truly revolutionary part. Companies like Soul Machines and InWorld AI are using generative AI to create lifelike, conversational digital avatars. These aren't just chatbots with a face. They are built on large language models that are trained to have personalities, remember past conversations, and, most importantly, read your emotional cues. Using computer vision, they can detect subtle changes in your facial expressions, and using advanced natural language processing, they can sense the tone in your voice. This allows them to respond not just with information, but with empathy, making them feel like a real person. They can act as virtual sales associates, brand ambassadors, and personal stylists. Finally, there's the phygital layer. This is the blurring of the physical and digital. The advent of digital twins allows for a product to have a perfect digital replica. You can buy a physical jacket that comes with a digital version for your avatar to wear in a virtual world. Haptic technology, still in its early stages, promises to add a sense of touch to this experience with gloves and suits that can simulate the feel of different fabrics, from silk to leather. The digital world is no longer just a separate place. It's a new layer of the physical. So, what does a shopping experience in synthetic reality actually look like? It's a world where the customer is at the center of a personalized, immersive journey. Imagine you put on your AR glasses at home. Instead of opening a website, a virtual portal appears in your living room, inviting you into a photorealistic, custom-designed store. You walk into a virtual boutique, where you are greeted by a digital human assistant. We'll call her Ava. Ava's face is expressive, her voice is calm and inviting, and she remembers your name and your last purchase. Hello again, Alex. I saw you were interested in our new fall collection. I've pulled a few looks I think you'll love. She then guides you through the store. You're not looking at pictures, you're walking among the products. When you ask about a jacket, a perfect 3D model of it materializes in front of you. You can walk around it, inspect the stitching, and even ask Ava to change its color. Ava, sensing a slight hesitation in your voice, might say, "I noticed you looked at the navy one for a bit longer. Would you like to try it on?" You agree, and in an instant, a photorealistic digital twin of the jacket is perfectly rendered onto your digital avatar. You can see how it looks from every angle. Ava, with her emotional intelligence, might say, "That color really brings out your eyes. Would you like me to find a pair of shoes to match?" With a simple voice command, you've tried on an entire outfit, all in a matter of seconds. The entire experience is personalized, intuitive, and, for the first time in a digital context, deeply social. When you're ready to buy, you simply confirm with a voice command. You can choose to buy the physical product, a digital version for your avatar, or both, which is the cornerstone of the new phygital economy. But this beautiful, synthetic reality is built on a foundation of data, and that brings us to the profound ethical questions we must confront. First and foremost is the issue of data privacy. In a world where you are shopping in a virtual store with an AR headset, the amount of data being collected is immense. The AI is not just tracking what you click, it's tracking where you look, your facial expressions, your tone of voice, your heart rate. This is biometric data on a massive scale. It's the ultimate invasion of privacy. An AI that knows how you feel about a product before you've even articulated it. Who owns this data, and how can we ensure it's not used to manipulate our behavior? This brings us to our second point, manipulation. A digital human assistant who is programmed to understand your emotional state has an unprecedented ability to influence your decisions. It could sense that you're feeling a little lonely and nudge you to buy something that it knows will give you a temporary burst of dopamine. It could sense that you're insecure and suggest a product that promises to improve your confidence. This is a level of psychological manipulation that is far more powerful and insidious than a traditional advertisement. Then there's the question of job displacement. What happens to the millions of retail workers, sales associates, and customer service representatives when their jobs can be done more efficiently and effectively by a digital human? The shift from physical to digital retail has already disrupted the industry. This new shift could be the final nail in the coffin for many traditional retail jobs. And finally, a more philosophical question: what is the psychological impact of a synthetic reality? If the virtual world becomes more convenient, more personalized, and more engaging than the real world, what happens to our desire to interact in physical space? What happens when our digital relationships with perfect, empathetic AI assistants start to feel more fulfilling than our relationships with imperfect, complicated humans? It's a world that promises to solve our problems, but at the risk of making us more disconnected from reality itself. The convergence of AI, VR, and digital humans is not just the next step in e-commerce. It's a paradigm shift. It's a move from a world where we look at products to a world where we live among them. It's a move from a world of passive consumption to a world of active, immersive experience. The future of retail is a synthetic reality. It's a future that promises unprecedented personalization, convenience, and a level of seamless integration with technology that we can only dream of today. But it's also a future that forces us to reevaluate our most cherished beliefs about privacy, human connection, and the very nature of reality. The lines between what is real and what is synthetic are blurring, and we are only at the very beginning of the story. So, would you step into a synthetic reality to do your shopping? Or do you believe that a real-world shopping experience is something that a machine can never truly replicate? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of retail, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to HaloShift so you don't miss the next big shift. This is HaloShift, and the future is already shopping.